Hello and welcome to this new episode of Cooking with Sean and Jean.
On today's episode, we're going to take another French classic and show you 2 ways to prepare this dish. I live a pretty busy lifestyle, so I don't always have time to cook.
And I'm French, so I make time, especially for proper ratatouille.
I'm going to show you the one-pot, no-mess, idiot-proof guide to making a ratatouille.
And I'm not such a one-pot guy, so I'm gonna make a proper ratatouille with different parts, different techniques, and a little history around it.
Let's get started. For both of our recipes, you're going to need some onion and some garlic, some tomato and some tomato paste, some zucchini, some capsicum, and some eggplant.
For those outside of the Commonwealth, you can say aubergine, peppers, and courgette.
You want to prepare all your vegetables first before starting the ratatouille, so dice your onions and some garlic. Cut the aubergine and the zucchinis in roughly about the same size, and then prepare the capsicums later. So cook the onion and the garlic in a small amount of olive oil. I'm going to start with the eggplant and the capsicum and let that cook for 10 minutes. Once your eggplant and capsicum are soft, you can add the zucchini and the tomatoes, followed by 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. Then add some water. Let this cook for another 15 minutes until some of the water has absorbed.
So what I'm gonna do is more or less the same things that Sean did. First of all, I'm gonna use small tomatoes. I'm gonna put them in hot water for 15 seconds. I'm gonna put them in cold water to help me skin them properly. The second vegetables I'm gonna peel are the peppers. I put them 1 hour at 200 degrees in the oven. That way I can take off the seeds of vegetables without the skin, because you don't digest the skin of the pepper. You don't want to eat that ratatouille twice. And the fact that I cook them in the oven give them a rich of smoked flavor, just like the tomatoes and, as we're gonna see, the aubergine. If you don't have the oven or the hour to cook the capsicum, you're gonna cut them, remove the seeds and the white parts, and then you're gonna peel them. Now we're gonna peel the aubergine, the eggplant, because as I told you before, we can't digest that skin. Chop the aubergines into small dices. For the zucchini, we're gonna just cut both ends. We're gonna cut lengthwise. And we're not gonna use all this, okay, all the seeds, because it's full of water, and we don't need that. And then we're gonna dice this. So you can use onions like this, or you can use fresh onions like these. So let's take care of the garlic. You have to squish it. You have to look for the germ. If the germ is white, like this, that's the case here, you don't have to remove it. If it's green, you have to, because you won't digest it. So let's start with heating 2 or 3 tablespoons of olive oil. We're gonna put the onions and the garlic. Practically immediately after, we're gonna add the eggplants, the aubergines. It takes quite some time to cook them. Add the capsicum, both raw or cooked, the tomato paste, the tomatoes, 1 or 2 sprigs of rosemary, and let it cook at medium-high temperature for another 10 to 15 minutes. Once the tomatoes are cooked, add the zucchinis. We add them in the end because we want them to stay a little crunchy. We're gonna add just a little extra salt, sweet red pepper from Espelette, and just let cook for another 5 minutes. While the ratatouille is finishing to cook, we're gonna chop some parsley, a lot of basil, and then we'll add them in the ratatouille in the end. Ratatouille is supposed to be a lot of things, according to foreign people who have lots of ideas about what is France and French people. Ratatouille is not a century-long side dish.
Well, speaking of what ratatouille is not, I think I'm going to turn this into a lasagna. Yeah. I'm going to start by making a bechamel. For this recipe, check out episode 5, the croque monsieur. You want to start with a small layer of the ratatouille on the base. You're going to lay the sheets of lasagna. We're going to cover that with a layer of the bechamel. Cover the bechamel with the rest of the ratatouille. Now add some basil. Add another layer of the lasagna sheets. topped with some more bechamel. Cover the lasagna with any cheese that you have lying around. I had some Saint-Nectaire and some Roquefort. Bake for 25 minutes at 180 degrees.
So you see, ratatouille doesn't need to be this nice plate of perfectly sliced, shiny vegetable, evenly cooked in the same time, like that movie where a rat could be a chef.
Oh, Rat Chef! I love that film.
Anyway, don't hesitate to share your version of ratatouille on our Facebook page and to find our recipes on our Tumblr.
Name that vegetable!
For both of our recipes, you're going to need some onion, that's a garlic.
Garlic. Garlic. Do you say courgettes in English?
So what's this? Take 2. Take 100. Take a break. We're done.
You say zucchinis, right?
Zucchini. Oh yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna use small potatoes, okay? Because you don't say eggplant for the rest of the word?
Well, you could say aubergine.
A little rosemary.
Now add some basil. Basil? Who the f says basil? Whoa. Some zucchini.
Cuts the pepper.
No.